So this is the Anda Seat. The Anda Seat comes with a memory foam pillow. There's a little zip in here so you can see the actual memory foam in there, which is good as well. You can actually give it a wash if you need to give it a wash, which you probably will. I'm not sure if this one comes with a zip. I'm not going to open this one because no, it doesn't. There's no zip on this. So it's just literally a pillow. This is a lumbar pillow, and this one is a Noblechairs neck pillow. This one does come with a zip, so you can take the padding out and wash the cover if you need to. But you can see if I show you them side by side, this one is the memory foam, and this one's just like a standard pillow. So if you stick that on there, this one is a little bit different. This one's attached using a strap, so you'd have to kind of put that here, attach it. The thing with this is you can't really, there's no real range of adjustment on this. It's either down there or up there. This is actually a taller backrest than the Anda Seat backrest. If I put them back to back or next to each other, in fact, let me just quickly put the seat back up so it's upright. And the same with this one. Ooh. Like that. Now, if you put them back to back, you can see the Noble seat is quite a bit higher. So if you're not tall, I mean these come in one size, so if you're not tall, you'll not get this to sit behind your neck, which is probably a downside if you're not 6'2", because this Noblechairs seat is made for up to quite large people, up to 150 kilos. I mean this does cost $379, even in the sale. It hadn't gone down in price. It is actually a lot firmer. The cushion is a lot firmer than the Anda Seat cushion. This actually feels really soft when you're doing this, but actually it's not as soft as it looks when you're pressing it, when your weight is spread across the whole seat cushion. It does actually come, the Noble, with a lumbar pillow. You probably don't need it because this one, this model, Hero, actually does come with a built-in support. So if you have a look at the lumbar area, when you turn this wheel clockwise, what you'll notice is the seat, this, I don't know if you can actually see that on the camera, just there, this, let's see how, that's full, so you can see the curve there, and it's fairly easy to turn. Yeah, you can see that now, and then it goes flat again. This one, on the other hand, it has says lumbar curvature. So if you turn that, so you can increase the depth of the lumbar support, you can actually see that increasing. Like that. The other side will raise and lower the lumbar support area, so it will be quite a lot of range there. So you have to turn it quite a bit. That's it, that's maximum. So if I increase that now, you can see that increasing there. Just about see that in the camera. Now that's max. So that's the maximum support. If you can see the shadow area from about there downwards, you can see how that will move when I lower the lumbar support area. There you go, it's kind of down here at the moment. You can see where it's raised there, so it's lowered. There we go, that's the lowest it goes, so it finishes about here, like that. So you can raise it and lower it and make the curvature more prominent, whereas on the Noble chair the curvature only rather than the curvature and the curvature and the position. So what if you if I sit on it, what I got it's actually quite awkward. Just sitting there. I mean, it's not like on a car where the lumbar support is kind of down here somewhere and it's easily reachable. It's kind of up there. So if you kind of do this, if I do this at the maximum amount, so let me check this one and see which one has the most prominent. Feels like you're doing this forever. Right, so if you raise, which one was the raise? This one, I think. Yeah, so this one's a curvature, and this one is higher and lower, I think. No, curvature. It says on both the knobs are both curvature, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, and they're not. One of them is actually going up, so this one's actually going up. Right. There you go. So, yeah, I think the Anda Seat has more or less the same amount of curvature, the amount that it actually comes out towards the small of your back. It's just that it doesn't go up and down like the Anda Seat does. The other thing, armrests. So if you have a look at the armrests on the Anda Seat, if you press the middle button, you can actually slide that inwards towards your body, outwards, same on the other side. There's a little button there you can press and twist, and then you've got backwards towards your body, outwards away from your body. The Noblechairs are exactly the same. You've got slide in and out towards or away from your body, and then you've got the other button just there that you can twist backwards, forwards. They both have a PU coating on it. This one has a bit more of a curve than this one does, and they're about the same kind of. I think the Anda Seat one's slightly stiffer, but the plus side, it's magnetic. So eventually, I mean, this is PU coating, so eventually it's going to deteriorate as PU does. But the beauty of this one is it's replaceable. I do like the button on here as well. It's not plastic like this one. It's actually metal, like a gunmetal kind of colour, and then sticks on fire of the magnet. I do actually prefer that kind of concept. This one is not detachable. I think you'd probably have to change the entire top if it did deteriorate, and it eventually probably will deteriorate. I do like the firmness of this. This is noticeably firmer than the Anda Seat. I do like that. I mean, over time it may well get softer, so I don't know how soft this one will get over time. Looks wise, I'd say I prefer the colour of the Noble Hero, the anthracite. I do wish Anda Seat had made an anthracite colour. I'd have probably gone for that one. But having said that, it's not that much of a big deal. I do like it. I do like the kind of raised edges as well. They're not as tough and restrictive as some lower end gaming chairs. They don't kind of hold your legs in, so it will kind of compress to allow your legs to kind of spread a little bit. The other thing is the Noble chair. I do like the back, how the back kind of curves. So if you're reclined, like if you kind of recline on this and lock the recline in place, your shoulder almost aligns perfectly with the shoulder support. It's not a restricted kind of curve on the shoulder area, so it's not going to kind of hold you in like that. So I do like that. Yeah, so I mean, you could probably see the difference in the bolsters on the side. This one is a lot more prominent than the one on the Anda Seat. You probably don't need something as prominent as this. It does look good, but there is a lot of room, obviously depending on how wide your torso is. But for me, there's still quite a lot of room. It doesn't kind of feel restricted or claustrophobic. To be honest, neither does this one. I do like the holes in this. It makes it look more like a kind of racing seat, but really I was more kind of concerned with how it fit and comfort and support for the lumbar area. This one also curved where the shoulders are, so if you're reclined, which you can do like this, it will support your shoulders, which is good. You can actually, if you have a quick look underneath, there's a little, well, it's not little, but there's an adjustment which you can turn anti-clockwise or clockwise on both of them. So there's one on the Noble seat as well, as you can see there, just there, and that will allow you to kind of adjust the recline so that it's easier or more difficult to lean back. The other thing I want to say, if you have a look at the backs of both chairs, this one is plain, totally plain. This one actually has branding on it. If you have a look at the pattern on this, it looks almost like carbon fibre. It's a rubbery, kind of rubberized feel. It's most likely PU, and it's zipped all the way down the back, but it is actually protected with little metal coils, so you can't unzip it and take it off if that's what you intended on doing. You can't actually do that. The handle on this it's thin. If you look at the handle on Noble chair, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot more comfortable to hold, a bit more ergonomically designed. I think aesthetically it looks a bit better as well. Yeah, so I mean, in terms of colours, anthracite would have been good on this, even if they'd kept the back material exactly the same. So yeah, I did while I did the unboxing video, which you can check out on my channel, I did notice if you just tip these over onto their backs like that, and we'll do the same with this one. So tip that one back. If you look at the underneath, see these have quite thick, it feels almost like a 3mm steel bracket holding these in. If you flick it, sorry, it's quite thick. It's got the elastic support for the cushion as well, and it's got a really thick cushion backing material. These are all held in place with these little metal kind of bracket things on what looks like 3mm diameter steel bars, which is really good. They're held, the armrests are actually held in by 4 bolts, a gunmetal colour. The bolts are matching. I mean, they're underneath and no one's going to see it, but the fact that they're still kind of exactly the same metal is really nice. If you look at the base is very similar. The Anda Seat and the Noble, but what is noticeable is the Anda Seat base is a bit larger. If you measure that to the top of this, about 25.5 inches, 65 centimeters. This one is 63.5 at 25 inches, so it's a little bit smaller in diameter than the Noble is than the Anda Seat, which means obviously the base will be a little bit heavier because this obviously is bigger. Otherwise it looks very, very similar. The wheels, if you have a look at the wheels, we can have a quick look at the diameter. I can't remember what the that's 60mm diameter for the Noble and 65 for the Anda Seat. I mean, they both seem like they're on bearings on ball bearings inside. If you look at the bolts on armrests on the Noble, they're what look like zinc plated steel bolts, and there's 3. I'm not sure if they're the same thickness. Yeah, they're about the same thickness. Yeah, I mean, you can see underneath this as well. This is plastic. These are clipped on pretty much permanently. But if you look at the metal that the base is actually screwed on, if you flick that, and then if you go over to this one, it's noticeably thicker. And this is a tube, so this will probably be about 1.5mm steel box section. It does also have a 3mm bar there, 3.5-3mm bar, that these are kind of clamped onto, these little rings, to keep the upholstery nice and tight. But yeah, it has the strap at the back for the cushion support, but it doesn't have anything at the front here, so that's the cushion there. But this one has a strap there, strap in the middle, but it doesn't have anything on the back. The backrest would be about there. The backrest would be about there, so you wouldn't need support for that inch. There's a bar here anyway, steel bar. The levers, these have a kind of texture. If you take a closer look at there, you can see you can actually feel it, and they're a little bit larger than these paddles on the Noble chair, which don't. If you take a look from the top, which is totally smooth, it's exactly the same on the underside. So I'd say, I mean, overall for the build quality, for the base, I would say the Anda Seat is probably quite a bit better than the Noble Hero. For, you know, a couple of chairs in the same price range, $399 and $379. So the Anda Seat was $379 and the Noble was the Anda Seat was $399 and the Noble was $379. Actually got the Anda Seat from the Anda Seat Amazon store, and they had a discount. So if you're watching this video not long after it was recorded, uploaded, you might still be able to get that deal on Amazon. Yeah, so that's the Noble. What else? Yeah, so the warranty on the Anda Seat. The Anda Seat has a lifetime warranty for the frame, which is really good. So they're obviously very confident about the strength and integrity of their steel frame. It is actually, I haven't actually weighed it, but lifting it up, it's a lot heavier. I'd say probably around 5 kilos heavier. It's probably about 35-36 kilos in total. The Noble, I think it was grossed at 33, I think. Yeah, gross weight 33, net weight 29, so 30 kilos for the Noble, and about 35-36 for the Anda Seat. Being as it's on a bigger base, it will probably give it a lot more stability when it's on full recline, because the Anda Seat does recline at 165 degrees. The backrest and the seat, when they're both at full recline, it's 165 degrees. It's almost flat. But I mean, what I can do is, if I kind of push this recline all the way back like that, secure that in place, and then secure the recline in place of the seat, and then do the same for the Noble. So if we get that to recline, lock that in place, and then get this seat back, Right, so that is full recline for the Noble. So you can see it's a massive difference. I mean, I don't know who's going to be reclining that much. You might as well go to bed if you want to recline that much. But yeah, I mean, it just proves how solid and balanced the base is. I mean, I fluctuate between 87 and 94 kilos. And I don't feel the base kind of lifting up. It is a bit disconcerting because I've never been in a seat that reclines that much. So you kind of think, oh, am I going to fall backwards? But it's really solid, and you won't fall backwards. You won't fall backwards on a Noble either, but it doesn't recline as much. But part of that will probably be, you know, because of the stability on the Anda seat. Yeah, so I think, yeah, with the Anda seat, it's a lifetime warranty on the frame, but it's a 2-year on everything else, so you get 2 years warranty on all the other bits and pieces. I mean, obviously not wear and tear, but you'll get warranty on everything else. They are 4D armrests, both of them. They're exactly the same PU coating. As I said, this one's removable with the magnet. So yeah, the headrest also is magnetic, which is really good, I think. Just get that back. There you go. This one. Yeah, so that is the review of both the seats. Thanks for watching. I hope you found the video useful. If you do, please consider hitting the like button, and please don't forget to subscribe as it helps the channel grow. Cheers.